comes.
Butt kicking for goodness!
I can but try.
All right.
I'll do my best. What? If none of us I
Go
can
for the eyes,
but
Boo.
try.
Go for the eyes! Ah!
Down they go.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Nothing like a little bait and switch to deal with some dumb undead.
I'll do my best.
Bowl plate and packing steel.
Oh. Look around there. Avoiding it. Lest your hero be terribly displeased. More gnolls. It's a dangerous part of the woods. Wow, look at all of them. Holy hell.
All I wish is to continue my journey. Friends await while I must suffer this tiresome dance? Does the mere mention of Drizzt attract your ilk?
Ooh, approached by a drow named Drizzt of Forgotten Realms fame. You there, will you help a stranger in need? I am beset by gnolls. Fear not, we will not stand aside while another is in peril. The fight is joined, and I welcome your aid. Tiresome beasts these gnolls are, and I'll be glad to be done with them.
Yes, oh.
Wow, fight.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Just as I thought.
Kered, searching through all these fallen gnolls.
Onward then.
Healing potion. Another random gem, another jewelry. So we got to see some of Drizzt's sword work. Just how talented a swordsman the famous Dark Elf actually is. So talented that they wrote some books about it. Very strange to see a dark elf on the
Viewpoint,
surface.
bowl plate and packing steel.
Task.
Not Kered having a chat with him. Well met, stranger. I am Drizzt Do'Urdin. Oh, I'll get it right, I swear. Drizzt Do'Urdin, and I appreciate your assistance. It is a long enough trip to the Icewind Dale, even without these constant interruptions. I do not recall banditry being of such epidemic proportions in this area. How long has this been so? Kered saying, it was not always thus, and I strive to return peace to these lands. Noble goals indeed, and ones I would not hold dear myself. Their struggle will be difficult, for the bandits that I have encountered, being beset at every turn as I am, are no mere vagabonds with blades. The humans bear the style of the Black Talon, and the hobgoblins that of the Chill. Mercenary groups, both of them, and as such it is unlikely they are the architects of this endeavor. You would do well to insinuate into their ranks, and determine their true masters. Difficult but not impossible, and potentially the most fruitful course. So Drizzt apparently being very eloquent. Kered, a bit taken aback by this very long-winded explanation, I guess, but, you know, he swallows whatever frustration he might have at being lectured and says, this is sage advice, which I will heed. Know that I think well of you on your journey. Well met, friend. Luck be on your side. Perhaps I shall seek you out somewhere along the Sword Coast. I met Drizzt Do'Urdin today. He was quite a pleasant fellow, though I should probably think otherwise if I were ever on the wrong side of his blades. Considering the way he was hacking through all those gnolls, I would say that's a reasonable thing to think.
You've a task?
So that's cool. We got to meet a
Butt-kicking
celebrity.
goodness!
Dynaheir suddenly saying, I need to talk to thee in private, Kered. Then let us fall behind the others for a few moments. My lord, Kered, I owe thee an apology. Thy dream last night. Kered shuffles uneasily, but motions for Dynaheir to continue. My people hath ancient bloods in them, Kered, and with it cometh the knowledge of magic runes, tattoos, and shamans, the intuitive magic that our ancestors used afore they learnt from scrolls. I have an affinity for some of it. Thou hast seen how I can ward off a poison. One other ability that I possess is to send my spirit wandering forth whilst my body is immovable. Thou didst appear distressed, and I was worried about thee. I considered walking over to thy bedroll and checking upon thee to make sure that no ill dreams assailed thee, and it took shape. In my thoughts I looked down at thee and saw that no trouble is weighing on thy brow. I moved a strand of hair out of thine eyes. So Kered could try to go on with a flattery, or say that, I could do this. Now Kered's been, he's been trying to get Dynaheir to open up, and he thinks he's going to try to seize on this opportunity to maybe exercise a little bit of charisma, and maybe just share his feelings with her in a more open way. So quietly he says, And what is there to apologize for, my lady? You take Dynaheir's hand into yours and kiss it. Dynaheir saying, Thou art not making it easier. Dynaheir, however, does not take her hand away. Alas, since my awareness slipped towards the unchecked, it brushed thy consciousness. I have seen thy dream about me. Kered, being meek, considering that she has essentially used her magical talents to read his mind, or at least interpret his thoughts, and he kind of faintly and meekly says, I would have loved to have dreamed of you in a more appropriate fashion. Dost not seek thy fault where it is none but mine. 'Tis forbidden lore, and by good reason, Kered. When mind to mind touches, strange things happen. Thy will was stronger than mine, and thou brought me into thy dream. What thou hast seen of me was me, only in thy full command. So Kered could be very direct. He's not going to be that bold. He's probably going to say, well, if you are a friend to me, I'm not afraid to hold you in such confidence. I am grateful for thy show of trust, and I would not betray it in the future by an ill-thought action. Dynaheir bows to you slightly. Oh, come on. Man, that's hard, getting into her heart. Kered just keeps trying. Alright. Traveling to the south.
Gorion would be proud of your action.
Butt-kicking for goodness!
More gnolls. be a road. Moving south. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. No.
Butt kicking for
Let's check to
goodness!
the west then. Ooh, wild dogs. More dogs, no less. That could be trouble.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Well-aimed color spray. Makes it much easier.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rush!
My blade will cut you down to size.
Suppose it must have been the war dogs of these nearby gnolls.
My blade will cut you down to
Makes sense
size.
otherwise, unless they were
Go
just
for
feral.
the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rush!
Didn't really do a very good job in this game, explaining why all these random animals are so hostile towards you. I guess they must be starving or something. This one.